Tell me again. Really lovers and friends.
I love that song.
It's giving
Oh my
Korean
God.
duet.
Bring back slow jams.
I have a whole playlist called Sensual Playlist on my Spotify, and it's all beautiful, like old school and old school sensual slow songs.
I love. You remember the days where you used to like, you know, with your partner, but you used to like get down to like slow music?
Yes.
Who does that anymore? Or do you?
Me.
I've done that.
Why do you think
I
I just said I have it on my Spotify playlist?
I haven't in ages.
I think it's great.
I want to bring that back.
Yeah, music.
Not the bedroom antics, the
No.
music.
The music, the mood, the candles.
Oh my gosh, it's such a vibe.
I'm very Cancer in that way.
Yeah.
I'm very, very Cancer in that way. Like I need a whole vibe set. Also, I got my feet out here because this is it's an episode for the men today. So
We're gonna get a lot of views on this one.
thought I'd just give you a bit more. Yes, let's get it in there. Should we get a button on YouTube that says they can pay us somehow, or like?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
We'll drop it below if you want more foot stuff.
I'm not kidding. Like, do you like souls or do you like the art? We have cute
Twinkie toes.
Yay!
Right. Well, welcome back to
Girls to
Men.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, then she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
Our fave segment.
Yes, we haven't done one in a while for you
we
guys
haven't because we're mortified. Not joking. Nah, we love you.
To be fair, I've been mortified by both sides lately by some of the
Girl.
stuff that I've been seeing.
Same. I'm just like, what
No
is going on?
wonder.
No
No
wonder.
wonder.
Yeah.
A lot of these men are like,
What does she
what do-
want?
Yeah, what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
how do I act?
It's like, yeah, it's weird, right? Because we're always like, why are men so shy? Why won't they just come up to us? Blah, 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 blah. But then I guess like they are worried. They are
Mhm.
scared. They're like, how's she going to react?
Yeah, the whole Me Too movement really stuck like a thorn in the side.
Oh.
Look, in a good way, because we don't F with that kind of behavior of harassing women and everything. But
No.
at the same time, we still want providership. So this episode, we're going to be answering the question of, what do women actually want in 2026
in a relationship? Because we as women do give quite a lot of mixed signals. I'm not going to lie. It's like I want a provider, but then it's just like, I'm a boss babe. And yeah, I get how it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you some tea.
Yeah. Well, mixed signals only come from a woman who's mixed internally herself.
Agreed.
So
Yeah.
if you can, my first tip is always when we're trying to find a life partner is you have to focus on doing all the internal work for yourself first.
Yeah, because otherwise, how are you going to know what you want to call in? And like
Yes.
what your standard actually is? Because
Yes.
people will be out here like, I want this, I want that, I want that. And it's like, do you deserve that? Right? Like even girls who have like nothing going for them, they don't have a career, and they want like a billionaire provider man. I'm like,
Who
well,
goes to the gym with a six-pack and
Right?
they've never set foot in the gym.
I'm like, what are you really bringing to the table apart from like an ED and trauma?
correct.
Like that's not
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
You
when
have to reflect the standard that you want to call in.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
figure out like who you are, and
Yeah.
then you can kind of base your person on that as well.
Mm-hmm. What I am going to say is my assumption,
Mm.
because that's all that I can give you on social media is my opinion
Yeah.
and my assumption
Yeah.
that women want in 2026 from my own perspective is that we do want men to be men again.
Oh my gosh, please.
Yes. So, but what does that mean? You know, when people are like, oh, I want men to be men again. Okay, what does that mean? Sally, if you're saying I want men to be men again, you have to be a woman.
Exactly.
You have to
You
be
can't
a
have two men in a relationship. Well, you can, but I mean, like if you're traditional,
masculine, feminine.
masculine, feminine. Yeah. You can't have two masculine, two feminine.
Yeah. So when I say to you, I want men to be men again, what does that mean for you? What do you think of as a man?
As a man, I want someone like the most important thing is to know himself. Because if you don't and you're just out here like, oh, I don't know, that's such a turn off.
Mhm.
Honestly, I want someone who's sure of himself. I want someone who's confident and secure. Oh my gosh, secure is like the main thing I'm
Yeah.
looking for. And what I mean by that is you've either done the work, you know yourself, you know exactly what you want, and you can communicate. Communication is key. Like it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Obviously provider. Like I do want you to be able to lead me.
Yes.
I want to be able to fall into my feminine with you and just to feel safe in your existence that like I can relax. You've got me. And then, of course, like I will bring all the other things to the table, right?
Yes.
But if you don't, then like you're just going to make me feel like uncertain. And like
Mm.
uncertainty is, I hate that.
That's going to give you anxiety as a
Anxiety,
woman.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to close off your feminine energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in order, like guys will be like, I just want her to be feminine and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, if you're not bringing these certain traits to the table,
Yeah.
she's not going to be feminine, because someone who's anxious isn't going to be feminine,
No.
right? Or someone who's having to make plans isn't going to be really feeling feminine.
Someone who's anxious is going to be nagging you.
Exactly. And
Have you done this? Have you done that? Because she doesn't feel safe.
Exactly. Yeah. Safety is like the biggest
Number
thing.
one.
A man should always make you feel safe.
Yes.
If you don't feel safe with your man, he's not your man.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to work on.
Yeah.
Right? I read this thing the other day where it was like man and woman's together. It was like the man's hugging her from behind and he was like, honey, let me take care of our external world so you can take care of our inner worlds. And I think that is the most beautiful representation of what women actually want in 2026.
Yeah.
It's when we say we want to provide a man, you live out here in the 3D reality while we go be Delulu fairy princesses in our internal reality, and we bring you the whimsy, we bring you the joy, we bring you the laughs and the fun and the love and the peace that you don't
Exactly.
get with your bros.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, there is such a like feminine influence that we can bring you, like
Yeah.
nurturing. Like you're not gonna get that from your bros.
No.
And every time I talk to men who like want a partner, they're always like, yeah, I could go and do that with my boys, but like it's not the same.
No, it's not. No, you can't. You literally can't. It's masculine versus feminine. One is like channeling, the other one's manifesting, right? So man is always to be giving. That's what we get learned.
Yeah.
That's what we get taught.
Yeah.
Always be giving. ABG. Always be giving. Women, feminine energy, always be receiving. So I receive what you can give to me, and when I receive it, it brings you so much joy. It magnifies even greater wealth and health and love and joy for us as a collective.
Exactly. It is all magnified.
Yes.
1000%.
Yeah.
And it's just the little things as well. I think like from that book, right? Like
Yeah.
the men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We obviously, as we're very different as a gender.
Very different.
Very different. So it's like women will see everything as an equal point,
Mhm.
right? It's like you could buy her a car, but like she's still going to see it as like the same as if you bought her flowers,
Yeah.
right? Because we look at every little detail, whereas men are like, I've been doing this all day. Like the least you could do is like the dishes and this and that and that. And so they kind of do it differently.
Yeah, you have a higher point system.
Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, no, that makes a good point. It's kind of like if you come home from a long day and she's cooked you dinner,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm giving her 20 points for that.
Exactly. Yeah,
But if you come home and there's no dinner prepared, maybe a microwaved oven waiting for you that she hasn't really thought about, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, right, she's thought about me, but like 1 point.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
No, we actually don't.
We literally don't do that. And so we do have a kind of, it's an even playing field
Yeah.
that you need to be aware of. So when we say we want to provide a man, you also need to understand how our playing field works, which I get. Like it's a lot of information for people to understand the opposite gender.
Maybe we need a whole episode on this because
Yeah.
it is like it's very different. Like even the fact that women will keep giving even when it's not even. Like
Yes.
we just keep giving until we reach our threshold, whereas men are
Yes.
very much like fair. All is fair in love
Yeah,
and war.
you haven't done that. I'm not going to do
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Whereas women are givers.
Yeah.
So like if you want to be the giver, you need to understand how women receive.
Yes.
Right. So there's a whole different world.
Essentially.
Yeah.
What we're saying is read the book.
Oh my gosh.
Men are
read
from
it.
Mars, women are from Venus. It is a classic for a reason. It will help you understand because this is not just about what women want in 2026. Women still want this in 2026, in 1906, in 1806. It has not changed.
Yeah, the fundamentals of what a woman wants and what a man wants
Yeah.
even has not changed.
Yep.
The way in which we behave
Mhm.
and like we show ourselves in relationships and in the modern dating world, that's the way that's changed.
Yeah. I want to be courted. And whatever that looks like for you in your tax bracket, that's fine. But if you're interested in a woman, make it known.
Yeah.
Don't love bomb her though. Don't say, you're the mother of my children. I'm going to take you away to meet my family tomorrow. You're the love of
Please.
my life.
No
Don't do
love
that.
bombing. It's just
No.
like icky.
We see through it.
Yeah.
We see through it.
We do see through that
But be
shit.
the man who's going to consistently show up in a safe way
Yeah.
to be like, hey, I'm interested in you.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that you like this. Here's that. I can plan this date for you. Plan that. You'll see her slowly start to open up to you and then just be this kind of like goddess unwinding in front of you because now, like Cassie said, she feels safe to do that.
Yeah. And that's why like the tax bracket thing's important, right? So even if like you don't earn heaps of money, you're not super rich, it doesn't matter. Like you can do whatever you can afford, little things. But if you do it consistently, like even if you go for like one really nice day a week, consistently keep doing that. Like if you want to buy her flowers, you have to buy her the most expensive flowers, but just like a bouquet every now and then. Or like go and get her favorite chocolate bar from the shop on your way home. Like offer
Little
to pick her
things.
up, like offer to give her a lift somewhere. Buy her a book that she's been talking about, like anything that shows that you're listening
and you care about
her. Do you know how sexy that is when a guy has remembered something that you've said? It could be all right. So I remember when this guy, this is such a little thing, but like,
is this the chocolate?
Yeah, he got me like this mint chocolate because he remembered that I said that was my favorite chocolate flavor, and I was like, that's so sweet. Like, I told him that like weeks ago, and I didn't even know he was listening, and I'm like, that is. It's a freaking like $3 chocolate. Well, it's Australia. It's probably like $10, but like that's so little, right?
No, but that was like my Italian stallion as well for Easter.
Oh,
he went all around Bali trying to find me my gold lint bunny,
so cute.
which we don't do here. So he ended up buying lint anyway, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, baby." He's like, "I tried to get you your lint bunny. I didn't even know he was doing that." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah, we both melted. We were just like, "This is amazing." See, it's not. You don't have to put us on a yacht. No. I mean, if that's in your tax bracket, sure, if that's what we want. But it is the little things that go a really long way with a woman.
Absolutely.
But consistently. You're just showing that you're there.
Otherwise, you know, you're just going to end up like, I've had times where the guy can't even freaking remember like to plan a birthday.
No. So.
Like, what are you doing?
No. When you enter the dating field in 2026, you need to come in as a man who knows how to lead.
Yes.
And so you have to, first and foremost, know how to lead your own life.
That's so important, yeah. Like
What
if you're
do you
all over
want?
the place, like you're obviously going to be all over the place in a relationship too.
Exactly. So what do you want? What are you bringing to the table? What are you looking for? What are your values?
Write it down.
Yeah. What do you see for your vision and your future? Then you'll have a lot of discernment as to the type of woman that you want to court, and you won't be caught by distractions of just pretty girls that don't have anything in common with you.
Yeah. This is like, it's really hard for men, I think, because they're visual creatures. And, you know, I'm telling you now, like I meet so many guys every day who make the same mistakes because they go for the really hot girls and then they're understimulated, or they but they kind of get with people who they're not that attracted to. And so eventually they're like, you know what, you're just not going to be my person because I'm not obsessed and excited by you.
Yeah.
So you need to find the balance of both, but really understand what you want. Because I ask guys, I'm like, okay, well, what do you want? Like if I had a wand and you could just tell me like, here's my amazing woman and she's right there, like what does that look like values wise, emotionally, mentally, physically? And some of them are like, oh, I've never thought about that. I'm like, what do you mean you've never thought about that?
That to me, that just screams that they're not ready to actually be in a relationship that's for life.
A lot of people like
have not done the work.
They've not done the work, and they've never sat there and thought, okay, values and everything, like what do I actually want? Like who's gonna compliment me? Not like who's gonna look good on my arm, because like let's be real, there's so many hot people out there.
Yeah.
Come to Bali, everyone's hot.
Yeah.
But like who's actually gonna compliment your lifestyle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who can I have children with if that's what you want? Who can I build a legacy with if that's what you want? Who can you spend Christmases with your family if that's what you want?
Yeah, this is going to be like your life partner, your best friend.
Yeah.
You need to be able to do a million different things with them. You also need to be able to let them live their own life too.
Yes.
And then be okay with that.
Yes.
And then come together and just make each other better people.
Yeah. Absolutely. So there's a lot that women want in 2026, but also for yourself as well. Again, though, like make a list of your values, learn how to lead your own life, sniff her as well. See if you're a biochemical match with her.
Yeah, it's
but
important.
Women want safety. We want clear direction.
Clear, please.
We want clear direction.
Please.
We want consistency. I'll give you one final example when I talk about clear direction. The bachata instructor. So he's not the strongest lead, right? He's not aggressive. But why am I able to just completely move with him and follow his direction? Because he is the clearest and the most certain. We're not asking you to be aggressive and overly dominating. We don't need that. What we need you to be is consistent and clear and move with certainty. If you can do those three things, your woman will follow you to the ends of the earth. I promise you that.
Agreed. Because a woman will literally feel safe. And
Absolutely.
she'll feel like you got her.
Yeah.
And also, please remove I don't know from your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Like if we ask, like, or if you want to go on a date with someone, but you haven't planned it, and then you've been like, I don't know. Like she said, what do you want to do? And you go, I don't know. What do you want to do? I will dry up so quickly. Like that's
It's already done.
It's done.
It's done. That's not clear. And there's no strength there.
You will get a low value woman for that.
Yeah, you need certainty in everything that you do. If you're
Yeah.
a certain man and you're like, oh, I like Cassie, right? You've had a nice little riz. You text her, Cassie, I loved meeting you today. I want to take you out. You free tomorrow at 7 p.m.? I know a place. I'll pick you up.
Do you know what? If someone messaged me that, I'd be like, damn, I'm excited to see what he's planned.
Right?
Versus just like, I don't know, what do you want to do?
Cassie doesn't have to think about anything. She just has to think about whether she wants to accept the invitation.
You know what? That's a long way away from me planning like everything.
Right?
It's
And
exhausting. It's really exhausting.
That women don't want to be exhausted. We don't want to make decisions. That is the man's thing to do. It's a masculine thing to do.
Yeah.
We want to magnify and enhance the joyful experiences that are available to men and women on this planet. You can do the leading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lead us, because then if you want us to be like our perfect self in the experience, like we'll give you that experience with our moods.
Yes, exactly.
With our energy, you know, like if we've planned something and we've had to like drag everything out of you, then like we're gonna be a bit like,
you'll probably be a bit argumentative,
Yeah.
a bit snarly on the
snappy.
day.
Yeah. Whereas if you've led us and you've planned everything and it's been beautiful and a surprise, like it could just be a picnic with sunset. Like that's cheap, right? You've not gone to the ends of the earth to do
But
it.
you've planned it.
But we will be so like happy.
yeah.
You could have picked a flower from down the road.
Yep.
Turned up with like some nice sourdough.
Yep.
Like it's not hard.
I love picnic dates.
Me too.
But again, I just have to show up in a pretty little sundress.
Yeah.
He's picking me up. He's done it all. And guess what? I am giving him the experience of his life because I'm all like, hee hee, ha ha, like all girly. And he's like, oh, wow. Like men thrive in that girly energy. You do.
Exactly. Even when you're just like, wear something, like imagine if they said like wear something red, or like
Yes.
wear a nice dress.
Yep.
I've got a good place. Like it's going to be your favorite. I'm just like, oh, like,
Right?
honestly.
Yeah. So that's all you need. You need to have strength in your decisions. You need to move with certainty, and you just need to lead the way and just think to yourself, okay, what do we want in 2026? How can I make this woman that is of my interest? How can I make her feel like a fairy princess queen? That's it.
And follow through with it.
That's it. Trust
be
me.
consistent. Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you have to do the most every week, but like do something.
We leave it there.
All
All right. Bye.